What is up, guys? It is Zach back with another review on something that I've used probably for the last month or so. We'll get to that here in a minute, though. So real quick update. One, I hope your guys' Thanksgiving was fantastic. I know mine was. It was good to see some family again. Get outside of work and see some family. I know you guys probably, hopefully, enjoy being with your family. I know I do, and I know Hunter does, and I know Jake does as well. Um, so, and then also, me and Hunter, we're still trying to plan our Addington's trip. We got caught up in work, some of our schedules got changed around, and ended up not being able to do it, which is fine. That's cool. That's no big deal. So we just kind of are playing things off the cuff right now. We so we're trying to plan that trip. We are also December 6th, for my birthday. We are going on a small hunting trip to a place here in Great Old West Virginia. Um, so me, Hunter, and Jake, we're trying to get that figured out now. Trying to get some plans together. In fact, and then I think that's about all that we have right now. I think that's all the updates that we have, or that I can at least think of. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's get right into this review. Today we are reviewing the Primos Revolver. This little gem right here. Give you a real quick spin around of that. Alrighty, so the Revolver. Basically, what it is it has all the calls that you need in one. It has your trophy buck call, your mature buck call, your young doe and or young deer. I'm not too sure about that one yet. Your doe bleat and your estrus bleat. So let's get right into the pros here. It has the 5 calls in one, so I mean you're saving a little bit of money instead of having to go buy, let's say, the Primos bleat can or any other bleat call on the market. So there's that. I mean, you're saving a little bit of money just by buying this thing right here. It's small and easy to carry. I keep it in my catch-all bag, which is fantastic, which is great. I am all for saving room in anything that I can. So it's easy for beginners to use. Like my wife was playing around with it the other day, and she was getting it down really, really well. Frankly, I was kind of shocked. And then with a turn of a wheel, this little wheel right here, you can see me turning that right there. Well, maybe. Yeah, you can see me turning that right there, and that's how you change your calls up. And I'll show you all these calls after I'm done explaining everything, pros and cons and all that. I will also put a link in the description to this call here if you guys want to go check it out. It might be a good buy for some of you guys that might be on a tight budget and stuff like that. So the wheel, so basically you'll have your, let me get spun around here, you'll have your TB, which is like the trophy buck, and then you turn it to your right once. You'll have MB, which is your mature buck. And then you'll have your YD, which is young doe or young deer. I'm not 100% sure. And then you'll have DB, which is your doe grunt. And then you'll have your DB, which is your doe bleat. And then you'll have EB, which is your estrus bleat. So it's really nice to just kind of have those options literally in your catch-all bag or in your back pocket. So The wheel is smooth and it is quiet. I mean, I can move it with 2 fingers, 1 finger, and I mean, it makes no noise at all. I mean, you guys can hardly hear that, I'm sure. But it does come with a like a necklace type thing with like a piece of, basically like a shoestring. I didn't like it, so I'm just simply not going to use it. That's completely subjective. So let's move on to the cons. The dough bleed and the extra spleet, they really just don't sound realistic to me, and you guys will hear those here in 1 minute. This is probably partially my fault, but if you call too much, you're going to be spitting out the other end. So here's the end that you call out of. Here's the end that amplifies the grunt, the bleat, whatever. If you call too much, you'll know it, because you'll be like a friggin' waterfall come out of this thing. Which Primos tells you how many times a minute to call, whether it's 2, 5, 6, 10, whatever. But I mean, in reality, we all have our own methods as to what works best. We all have our own opinions, which is fine. So let's get to the calls real quick. Let's start off with Trophy Buck. So there is the Trophy Buck, or TB. Here is Mature Buck. And Young Doe or Young Deer. Pretty sure that's Young Deer. That was a lot deeper than I expected it to be. Doe Grunt. And your Doe Bleat. And your estrus bleat. And there it is, guys. There's another look at it real quick while I'm talking about it. Those last two, the doe bleat and the estrus bleat, honestly, they just don't sound realistic to me. I would much rather go spend the money for the 2 calls. The Primos cans that you can just tip over. I would much rather go and buy those than use those 2. Simply just for the fact that they just don't sound realistic to me. They don't sound as real as they probably should or could. Now, in the end, do the pros outweigh the cons? Yes. It'll save you money. There's all the calls that you'll need. It's small, easy to carry. It's easy for beginners to use. It's just a simple way to get all the calls you need in one compact product. Which, kudos to Primos. That's an excellent idea. If they just fixed those 2 calls, the doe bleat and the estrus bleat, they could make that product a whole lot better. So with that being said, I think that's about all I have for today. Just a real quick short video. Nothing too strenuous. Nothing too hard or complicated. I mean, it's really not hard to use. You turn the wheel, you blow into it, whatever pattern you want to use, and it is a done deal at that point. So, that being said, I'm pretty sure that's it, guys. Check my notes, make sure I am good. Yeah, it looks like I'm good. Actually, real quick, we are gonna be doing some coyote videos towards the beginning of the year. I know I'm roughly I'm telling you, about a month or two early. But I just want you guys to know, I want to be completely transparent with you guys as to what we're doing and stuff like that, what content you guys are be getting. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you like the content you guys are getting. If not, we can change something up, which is not a big deal at all. We are going to have a lot more content than me and my ugly mug just sitting here having a cup of coffee out of my Yeti 14-ounce Rambler coffee mug and talking about products. We are going to have a whole lot more. We were supposed to have a hunting video, but when I got back, it wasn't on the memory card, which sucks because that was some good. That was some good stuff. And outside of that, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done. So, like I always say, stay positive, slay deer.